hour, I ask all of you to please leave all of your gunk at the door. This is a sacred hour. That means it might actually be the only hour today, or for some of you even this week, that you have to just get out of your head, to stop the habits and patterns of thought of your nervous system, to slow down your brain waves and your nervous system and your mind, and practice being more present. So in order to do that, most of you know I love to set the mood and the ambiance. So I'm going to do that today. We have our Black Orchid incense, which I absolutely love. We're going to do that. And oh, it smells so wonderful. You guys know I love Ganeshi. If you watch me, I always am like a little advertiser for Ganeshi sticks. Absolutely love them. They're really good. They're very, very affordable, but yet it's high quality, good incense without all the chemicals. So it's a really perfect balance of incense, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up for us here. It's so important, guys. I talk about this all the time, and I like to do this while I'm waiting for people to log on. It is important to set the mood for yourself, to set the ambiance, to set the environment, right? I think nowadays, a lot of times, the significance of the environment, especially in the United States, really goes unrecognized. We don't care for our buildings or our architecture the same way anymore. And a lot of times it loses the personality and the quality and the time and the love put into things. We're in much more of a throwaway society currently. So creating an internal environment for you guys, both within yourselves in here and in your home or work environment, wherever you are spending the most time, is really crucial. All right. So we have our incense lit now. Yes, it's okay. It's happening. I usually have it sitting up here. We're going to see how this works back here today. I just want you guys to be able to see it so that it's a reminder to you, hopefully a practice for you guys, so that when we're not on here together, you can be practicing this creating sacred space for yourself. Okay. All right. I'm also going to light a candle here. And then I'm going to bring you all some wisdom from Spirit. I don't know why our internet is out today for this hour, this time. I'm not quite sure, but it's out until 7:30. So for my next broadcast, I'm also going to have to be using my hotspot. So let's hope my phone and my hotspot hold up. I have my phone charging right now. I'm going to light this lovely new candle I got from my stepdaughter. Oh, it smells amazing. This is a beautiful aquamarine looking candle, my friends. Absolutely love it. I love it. I love for you guys to be able to see the flame there. The flame on the candle. So, all right. So, my friends, we are going to be connecting with Spirit and your Spirit teams. Please remember that you are a part of your Spirit team. Okay. That means, who is your Spirit team? For those of you that don't normally listen to me, your Spirit teams are your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who have crossed over, any guides and teachers on the other side from more ethereal, non-physical dimensions. Those are all part of your Spirit teams. But, my friends, you are the incarnated part of your Spirit team. You are the incarnated member. Okay? So, being the incarnated member of your Spirit team, you have jobs and responsibilities that the rest of your Spirit team does not. And your intuition is a part of that Spirit team, that you that's on the other side. Okay? That comes through your human self as intuition. And you are the one here with free will currently on the mission, right? Whatever mission that is in your life, just being present, waking up while you're here in physical form. And so your spirit team is there to encourage you. They're not there to force you. They're not there to control you. They're not there to do things for you. They are there to work with you as a supportive member of your spirit team. Okay? Supportive members of your spirit team, and to guide you and help you. So it would be sort of like, like you were 007 on a special mission, and you were the one going on the inside of that mission, right? And everybody else is there on the other side with the little earpieces and the telephones and the secret messages and the secret codes and whatever it is, the headset, the throwaway telephone, whatever, giving you support and guidance from the other side. And that's a lot of what it's like for you. Okay. So I think that's pretty fun and encouraging. So I'm going to go ahead and share a little wisdom from Spirit with you guys, which I'll also share on my 4 o'clock live. Spirit really likes to use me as a platform to be able to deliver messages to those who they know are listening and on these lives, or even on the rebroadcast. Guys, welcome if you're here on the rebroadcast, okay? The messages are not any less relevant. If you're listening to a live from 5 years ago, a lot of people are like, oh, that's old, out of date. No, it's not. Why? Why is it out of date? If wisdom from 1,000 years ago is not out of date, why would information from 5 years ago be out of date, right? This type of wisdom and information is not, because it's coming from outside of time and space, right? So just, keep in mind, if you guys do watch this on the rebroadcast, it is just as valuable for you, okay? So one of the things that Spirit has been talking to me about and wants me to share on my lives this week, knowing that there's going to be people listening to this that actually need that, okay? That actually need this, is the concept that when we're here in physical form, there really is no physical, but when we're here in physical form, things can take what seem to be a long time. Spirit says, remind them that everything in physical form is a process. That's why it seems so grueling. Now, when you learn to be present, it's not grueling anymore, okay? It just is. And you can even learn to enjoy the process and learn from it. But when we are sucked into the collective mentality of, immediate gratification, if things are going to work out, we think they have to happen right now. You have to understand that your brain and nervous system has now been brainwashed and programmed to believe that if things are going to work out for you the way you want, they have to happen like this right now, and you have to see signs right away. And that could not be farther from the truth. The way we're living our life and the rate at which, excuse me, the rate at which we are demanding that our brains and our minds, 2 different things, and our nervous systems are working at a particular pace are very unnatural for us as human beings. So although as non-physical beings, we things happen like this to us, right? Instantaneously we can manifest. We have access to all knowledge and wisdom here in physical form, so that we can have this physical experience. Things do take time, and they're supposed to take time. There's process and benefit that happen through that. And don't forget that you have chosen your higher self. Yes, I use that term. Your higher self, your more conscious, eternal, wise soul, has chosen to come into a reality that is limited. And it is limited for particular reasons. It is limited so that you can have certain experience and certain growth. Without those isolations and contrasts and limitations, you would not have the experiences that you have. You would not be able to learn the things that you're learning. So Spirit wants me today to just remind you all to embrace the process. Stop measuring how long things take. Stop measuring, whether that means it's working out the way you want it to or not, which translates to humans as, ooh, things are working out good, things are working out well, or things are working out. No, 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 Spirit says. That's your egoic translation. In reality, things are always working out for you. But when things are taking the time in a process, and when things are not appearing to be working out the way you want them to in the amount of time that you're giving a self-limitation to, then you're going to be stressed out. You're going to have anxiety. You may have depression. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to, think, oh my God, nothing's working out for me, or this isn't working out for me. And Spirit says, that's not true. That is not true. Okay. So please keep that in mind. I actually see comments on here. Sorry, guys. I thought I had opened comments. I've been looking to see comments and I didn't see any. I just went back and re-hit it. It probably has to do with when I had to log back in through I've been booted off 7 times, guys. This is why we're so late today, and I apologize. For 45 minutes before I got on, my internet was going in and out. So it said I had internet, but I didn't really have internet. And then about an hour in, we got a notification saying our Spectrum internet was going to be out until 7:30. So my apologies. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Natalie. Let's see here. Let me put this on there. Let's see if there's anybody else I missed. My apologies, guys. Let's see. Oh, Susie's created these beautiful comments for each of hers. Okay, it was set on Susie, so I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi. Haley, welcome. Hello. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see here. I'm just scrolling down. Hey, Natalie, I hope you're still on. You're probably not. I don't know. It's so late now. All right, let's see here. Shannon, let me know if you're still there. And Shannon, I just want to remind everybody, I was doing while I was waiting for people to log on, I was doing our Wisdom from Spirit. I know you guys like to log on and you like to ask for readings right away, and I always reprimand people with that. And the reason is there's several reasons, and we'll get into your kid's dad in just a moment. There's several reasons for that. Number one, even if you feel calm about asking these things, when we get on and we just ask for what we want right away, there's a vibrational frequency of want. And the frequency of want actually represents lacking. It means lacking thereof. Hey, Natalie, awesome. No meetings this afternoon. Great. So it actually indicates a frequency of want and lack. And so no matter what wonderful messages may come through for you. Good, Shannon, welcome. Thanks for letting me know. It is very important, and I try to give you guys the hours that I am live to really stall on people asking for readings when they first get on and first say hello, get in the mood and the feel, get into the space I'm holding for you. And you probably weren't here in the very beginning, Shannon, but I said you got to practice slowing your brain waves and your nervous system to actually get into another brain wave frequency, right? And this is really because no matter what words might come through me from Spirit for you, if you're not at the frequency of receiving and the brain frequency of receiving, most of the meanings and the resonance will actually elude you, believe it or not. So I'm trying to really, I have an Awakening Your Intuition program, which teaches you to trust your own intuition and listen. It teaches you to do this through metaphysical practices and spiritual practices. And this is so important because although it's great to come to a reader, I personally would like, and Spirit says, hey, help people learn to develop these abilities on their own, so you can connect with your kid's dad, so you can show them how to sense that he's there. And that's even more important. Okay. But what it starts with is really being open for the reading. And whether you know it or not, that means not rushing in and asking for readings. That means saying hello first and letting yourself settle into the environment. Okay. I don't like those cattle call readings where everybody's on competing and repeating their question. It doesn't create an environment for spirit to come through very well at all. So let's see here. Put this up here. I know I repeat that a lot, guys, but the reason is because a lot of times I've got new listeners on here, and I feel like a lot of people need these reminders, because I still get people just popping on and they don't even say hi. They just ask for a reading. So let's see. My kid's dad passed away. I'd really love to know if you could connect with him, please. Yeah, actually, Shannon, you can connect with him. You have been connecting with him. You just don't realize that you've been connecting with him. He's been trying to actually speak to you. You see, I'm asking him what modes he is trying to connect with you in. So he's present a lot when you're there with the kids. I see 2 kid energies. I'm not picking up if you have 2 kids or 3, but I'm seeing 2 children energies very strongly. That it shows me energetically he's been getting through to better. He is visiting all of you guys in the astral plane while you're sleeping. Let's see. He's showing me when you're all together, especially when you're together and you're all missing him together, or things in regards to him come up. He's very present. He's like right there. He's immediately there with you. He actually says that, it's a little beneath what you're picking up on subtlety wise, but you seem to have a sense that he's present, or maybe at least a hope that he's present. Maybe it's just a hope, but in your energy field, there's this frequency of consciousness of connecting. You are trying to be a good example for your kids into how to handle the situation. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to do that. Here's a really important message that he wants you to know. At least I see it as very important. He sees it as very important. This experience of missing him, and of this, you guys really haven't lost him. He hasn't gone anywhere. Okay. You don't ever have to let go, really. It's just so hard for us as physical beings, right? And what he's showing me is that, this is your opportunity to really show the kids how to handle these most difficult emotional situations and things that we perceive as a loss in a way that is going to set the tone for the rest of their lives. And so, although this is really hard and there's a lot of adjustments, he's showing me that this is actually a huge, you might not actually ever see how significant it was while you're in this lifetime. But the example that you're setting for them, the space you're holding for them, and how you're helping them work through this is going to set the tone for how they handle their most difficult emotional circumstances in their life and what they perceive to be as losses. Okay, again, I say perceived because when people leave this world, or animals, it's not a loss. We just perceive it as that. Okay. Now he's also mentioning to me, okay, he's saying, don't worry. So Hold on a minute. I'm having a side conversation. So okay, so he's showing me a 2-year mark, Shannon. Did he pass away within the last year or two, please? Let me know. He's showing me a 2-year mark. And I want to make sure I'm getting very valid and clear about what he's saying, because he's sharing with me that he doesn't want you to worry. He says there's some changes and adjustments that you have to last November. Okay, so it's coming up on. Okay. Up on a year. So I'm trying to think what the 2-year is. Okay. I asked a year or two. I want to see. Maybe he was just saying within 2 years. Because he's telling me you're still, that time has really, it may feel like it hasn't gone by quickly because of the struggle and suffering of missing him. However, he's showing me that there's still things that you're trying to take care of and handle after that amount of time, and that time has slipped away quickly. So he's telling you not to worry, not to worry. So I don't know what that means. I'm not sure if that is, I'm seeing things revolving around living and lifestyle. So I don't know if you're having to move or if it's trying to get the financial stuff in order, but he's telling you he doesn't want you to worry. Okay. He's saying that things are going to work themselves out. It could take another year or two, he's showing me, to make some tangible adjustments. He's calling them tangible adjustments that you need to be making. He's showing me that you do have some support. You do have a support system. But that, he's showing me you don't, trying to interpret how he wants me to share this. He doesn't want you to be afraid to, or don't hesitate to use the support that you have from other people, to let people help you make these adjustments. Don't feel that you have to just take everything on yourself. He knows that you're feeling alone right now with all of this, but he's like, you're not. You're really not. Okay. The other thing is so he, aside from the astral plane, he comes through to you in claircognizance. Well, he tries. So he already knows. Like, you don't need me to connect to him, Shannon. He already knows what you say to him, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Okay, what you're going through. The receiving for him is super easy. The receiving for you is what the challenge is. Okay, because of our egoic veil, right? We're so caught up in our senses. So you really do have to pay attention to the subtleties, Shannon. Okay, so when you ask a question and you think you hear him responding, and then you're like, no, that's just got to be my thoughts. That's him. Before you start thinking and analyzing and judging, where did that thought come from? That's him coming through to you. Okay. If you think you hear him responding to you, that's him talking to you. Okay. So it's when it's that little tiny sliver, usually less than a second, that you have between when spirit is speaking to you and when you start to analyze, is this real? Can I trust this or not? Okay, that is him speaking to you. Now, he also comes through to you in feelings, and your intuition is going to match your intuition, maybe not your thinking, Shannon, but your intuition is going to match the guidance and advice or answers that he gives you. Okay, pay close attention to that, because he's showing me like this gut feeling that you get. So have you been getting like this just feeling in the pit of your stomach when you get stressed out or when you have to make a decision? He's showing me like this feeling in your gut. And hi, Paul, welcome. We'll get to you in a minute. And he's saying like, so that is your intuition showing itself in physical form. So sometimes our intuition, yeah, you're always second guessing yourself. Yeah. But I think this is why he's sharing this, Shannon. I think this is why he's sharing this with you. He sees that, right? He knows that when he was here, you could bounce it off of him. But that gut feeling, he's like, when you're feeling that physical gut feeling, that's also intuition. So, in my Awakening Your Intuition program, guys, my 90-day program, people learn how to distinguish between their thoughts and their intuition. And they learn not to doubt their intuition. And one of the things that he's sharing with me that I also teach in this course is the different ways to know that it's your intuition speaking. Your intuition is equal to your husband's soul's consciousness, right? So your intuition, Shannon, is your eternal soul, your consciousness speaking through you as a human. We call it intuition. But it doesn't always come in the form of just like an intuitive feeling or a thought. Oftentimes it comes in a physical feeling, like a gut feeling in your stomach, or sometimes through an emotion. But feeling is different than emotion, okay? Hi, Hafsa, welcome. Hey, Lisa Joe. Hey, Haley. So guys, I'm going to get through. I'm going to go through the readings in the order Spirit guides me to, okay? So we'll try to get to as many of you as I can. I'm only on here until 3:50 today. So I've got a half an hour more. So this is about, Shannon, this is about you building confidence in yourself instead of second guessing yourself. And, I want you to grab a phrase that is going to help you in support of everything that your husband's telling you. Okay, which is something I teach my clients. Everything is always working out for you. You don't have to know why. You don't have to understand why. It can be things that you hate that are happening, but things are always working out for you. It can be no other way. You have freedom of choice in this realm of world, and it greatly impacts the experience you have or how easy or difficult a situation is. But with free will, you always are in charge of making that choice. I know it doesn't seem that way, but you are. Part of the way your husband is showing me you're going to do this is, now that you don't have him to lean on in a physical, tangible way, this is going to redirect the energy to trusting yourself. Okay? And that's what he wants you to do. Now, this also ties into what he was telling me about your children, that the way you handle this and the way you move forward is actually going to set the whole platform. I know it sounds like a lot of pressure, but don't let it feel like pressure, okay? Hi, Angel. Oh, no, you're a troll, Angel Smith. What a disappointment. That's okay. I advertise you. I'm going to market you, Angel, and I'm going to advertise you to all of my colleagues. So that's fine. Let me get rid of Angel first. They don't care about interrupting a reading. They do not care. Okay. This is why, guys, I don't do a lot of advertising of my stuff, because the more you advertise, the more people come and interrupt your readings and your lives. So, what we were saying was, Shannon, that, don't look at it in terms of pressure. Just look at it in terms of Scotland, Lisa Joe, yay! Don't look at it in terms of pressure. Look at it in terms of an opportunity for each and every one of you. Because even in his passing, Shannon, you've had this opportunity to have, there are opportunities in his passing, right? Because it's an energetic thing. He's not going to leave you guys. He's not going to go anywhere. After this reading here, you're going to have a better connection to him. And he gave me that guidance in the ways he tries to get through to you and to the kids. So you're going to be able to pay better attention to those subtleties and tune into those things better. Okay. my further invitation to you is, if you want a more in-depth reading, because again, guys, these are free online readings. That means us readers are giving away our time for free. We don't make any money doing these, okay? And we use our gifts, and we do this for hours and on end all week, and we don't make any money off of it, okay? My recommendation is, since Spirit tells me to please reach as many people as possible on these free readings, because I can give guidance and comfort and direction to more people this way. If you want something more in depth, find a reader that you know and trust. Okay, one that it doesn't matter. It could be me, it could be somebody else, doesn't matter. Pick a reader you trust and resonate with. Or if you want a lower cost reading, like I do on the 31st, I have an angel party coming up. It's a semi-private reading. It's a very small group of people. It's only $30. That's less than a pizza. And everybody is guaranteed a reading. They're not long readings like a private, but it's way more in depth than an online private reading. Okay. So those are available. I'm not the only one that does that. So you can find those as well online if you have more specific questions that we can do on the free online readings. Okay. I'm going to send your husband with you, Shannon. Please know you can talk to him anytime. He can always hear you and he always answers. So just start practicing that. And if you want to learn more about how to do that, you can private message me for a free discovery call and learn about my Awakening Your Intuition program. I teach you how to do that if you want to be able to talk to him on your own. Okay. Mwah! Thank you for tuning in today. All right. Let's see here. Hello, Larkin. Any messages from my dad, Greg? We did not see eye to eye in this world. Does he know I love him and forgive him? He had a drinking problem. Had to ask him to leave my home. Thank you. Wow. Paul, first of all, I want to thank you. Guys, when you give me that information on these free online readings, for me, what it actually does is it opens up a wider channel for more information to come through more quickly because there's more of an energetic connection. I don't need photographs or items or anything like that. Sometimes I'll ask for names or birthdays, but it's to cut down on the time because otherwise I have to go through Spirit to find out all of that. And so if you're wanting a more specific answer, like Paul, your question's very specific, I love those. Thank you, because I feel like I can give you more clear information to work with. It allows Spirit on the other side to be able to flow their information through more quickly. Without giving me too much information, it gives me a specific question, and that's great. Now, first of all, there's a bunch of great things mixed in here. There's the questions for your dad, and then there's also, general answers I can give everyone as well. You were her mama's boy. That's awesome. So first of all, I'm going to kind of answer this in orders that aren't, it's not really in the order in which you wrote it. Okay, well, it kind of is. Does he know that you love him and that you forgive him? Absolutely. The moment he passed, he knew. Okay. His soul always knew, but the moment he passed, he knew that. All right. And this is because, remember, guys, when your loved ones pass, they are outside of space and time. They're outside of space and time. Okay. So anything that you feel, your loved ones on the other side can feel that you're feeling. All right. Because there's so little separation. So when you're thinking about them, whatever you say to them, even if you don't verbalize it, if you're thinking it, they pick up on it, right? So let's say you were thinking one thing, but you only said another thing out loud because you didn't want to, you thought maybe Spirit could just hear what you said, but didn't know what you were thinking. Nope. Once you're on the other side, they know what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and they hear what you're saying. They know, they also know why. So it goes even beyond, does he know that you love and forgive him? Not only does he know you love and forgive him, he knows you love and forgive him from the exact same perspective that you have experienced it and are experiencing it. Isn't that cool? So He understands every reason that you did everything you ever did. He knows why now. And he knows why, not from his perspective. He knows why from your perspective. Because once souls are on the other side, they get a 360 degrees perspective from everyone and everything they were ever involved in. Okay? So that should answer that question for you. Let's see. I could not say goodbye. We were fighting all the time. That's okay. That actually worked out for the better. So that's okay. First of all, you don't ever have to say goodbye, right? His human ego, his physical body, and that brain is gone. But and the mind being the ego. But the consciousness that was the observer and the driver behind that mind and that brain, the brain was just attached to the body, right? The energy and the consciousness, the being, the soul that gave life to that body is eternal. So, you got to understand, Paul, on the other side, there's no egoic emotion, right? So emotion is the mind and the body here in physical form. We don't have emotion on the other side. We do have feeling, but emotion, like, we don't have jealousy or anger or resentment or hold a grudge or lack of forgiveness. We don't have any of that. Okay? None of it. So just know that our soul learns from our choices as humans when we get to the other side. But there's always love and forgiveness, no matter what the circumstances were, because your dad now has this bird's eye view that you can't possibly have until you're back in non-physical. Okay, he has this bird's eye view. So it's all love. It's all forgiveness. If anything, guys, we're not ever punished on the other side. We're not judged. We are the judge and jury. See, we're an aspect of God. We're an aspect of source. So when we talk about judgment, when the Bible talks about judgment, we are not ever being judged. We are the judge. And if you guys can remember any time where you did something that you really regretted and you really felt bad about, there's nothing worse than that, right? There's nothing worse than having to live with that on your own. The great thing is when you're in spirit, you move on from things, right? So you learn it, you're kind of detached from it, you learn it, you see the perspective, and you move on, you do something about it. One of the traits of being human is you don't always learn, right? You're supposed to make mistakes. But when you make mistakes here in this world, often we repeat them and repeat them and repeat them, right? On the other side, it's not like that, okay? So all is forgiven. He has absolutely nothing but unconditional love for you and humble apologies for his human version behavior, right? However, he's also aware and has self-forgiveness that he was on his own learning journey here. And that you and your mom, you guys participated in that so that he could learn and have the challenges that he had here. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Please know that the true being that your father really was is now more able to be even closer to you and love you more fully, like he would have liked to have been able to here in this world. So you're actually closer to him, and without that egoic persona that was the alcoholic, that's gone. That was just a temporary persona that was part of his challenge and his growth. Okay. He's now a loving, wonderful being. You're so welcome. So accept his guidance and his love, and you guys can really renew your relationship ongoing in this way. Okay. He's very, very proud of you, actually. And just know that his soul, his true self was always proud of you, even when he was here. And now he's free to just deliver that unconditional love and proudness to you. Okay. You're so welcome, Paul. Thank you for coming today. That was a really powerful question. This is why we do free online readings, guys. This is great. Let's see. So Lisa Joe, a couple things. One, by law, if it's anything medical, I feel like I have to say that readings on these pages are for entertainment purposes only. Do I really believe that? No, I don't really believe that. I believe that they are very applicable. However, I do need to say that because when people ask medical questions, that gets into a whole nother arena. Okay. I don't really like answering pregnancy questions. And I'm very cautious when I do medical questions just because of the legalities of it. Also, you got to be careful about the expectation that you have. Okay. A watched pot never boils. So if you are, if you're asking, will I be pregnant? Will I get pregnant? Will I get pregnant? Will I get pregnant? Well, you're waiting for that, waiting for that, waiting for that, waiting for that, waiting for that. And so, anything can happen. I have known people that were told they could never have children or were over an age where, they just thought, oh, I'm too old now. And so that's not true. I've seen them have kids. I've had friends who adopted several kids because they were told they would never be able to have kids. And they adopted a couple kids and then they had more and now they've got like 8. So, I think you need to stick more on the Dr. Joe Dispenza side of things, which is what I teach in coaching, which is the manifesting. It's basically using energy. I believe a couple of things. I believe that if things are meant to be, they're meant to be. And I don't believe in predestination, but I do believe that things work out for us the best way, right? Hello, Becky. The other thing is, Lisa Joe, that, I do sense at least 1 or 2 souls in non-physical that have a connection to you that could be coming through you to come into this world. So I would definitely not write off the possibility of having children. That's a huge part of it because souls choose us. So if there are souls waiting to come through us in the world and be our children, and we so choose to have children, sometimes it happens when we don't choose to, but sometimes we make different choices and then they go off and they find other people. But if that is your conscious intention, I do sense that there is 1, even 2 souls that would come to you as children. Okay. So what I believe you need to do, and if you want to learn more about this, again, guys, I offer free discovery calls. I do not work with everyone. I do not invite everyone into my programs because I want people who are going to follow through and show up for themselves. Okay. But I combine spiritual and metaphysical work with mindset and neurological reprogramming to help people create transformation and manifest and trust their intuition. Okay. Build their confidence. So if you would like a free 20-minute discovery call, Lisa Joe, you are welcome to private message me. It does not mean that you will be working with me, but I can give you, if you're interested in that type of thing and learning to manifest, I can give you some options, show you what I have, or point you in other directions. But you need to private message me because I only do so many free calls a week. Remember, guys, this is how I make my living. This is 20 minutes of complete free time. And I normally charge $150 an hour. So it is an absolutely free evaluation call, but it's to assess where are you when it comes to your confidence, your intuitive and spiritual connection, and your mindset. And then I give you a plan as to a general outline as to what you need to do to get where you want to be. And, I will recommend you to colleagues or programs that I know that are a better match for you, or I'll show you what I have. But it's a free evaluation call. So if you want that, feel free to private message me for that. Okay. Because I think a lot of this for you, Lisa Joe, is a mindset thing, and everything is energy. So remember, I tell you guys that everything is energy, and that's where manifesting starts, right? Is with energy. So even if you're talking about getting pregnant, that's manifesting. So yes. So, just keep that in mind, because it is not just the readings and the spiritual stuff. It is not just the metaphysical, and it is not just the mindset. You are an energetic conscious being in physical form. So you are mindset while you're in this world. You need the mindset, you need the intuitive connection, all together combined. And that's what's really important. In your situation, Lisa Joe, and the way you're approaching this, that could be very helpful to you. Okay. But anyway, if you want that, just private message me. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you for letting me read for you. How are you, Becky? Good to see you. All right. Let me scroll up here. Hold on here. I think I tagged somebody else. I star these guys, so hopefully I don't lose them. Let's see. I've got like 10 minutes. And then I have to head out here. Wait a minute here. Sorry, I just went by somebody. I didn't mean to do that. Haley, let me know. Are you still there, Haley? Haley Joe? Haley, I know. See, Hafsa's there. I don't know if I can get to both of you today. Hopefully I can. Guys, while I'm waiting to see if Haley's there, don't forget, check the top of my LArkin Psychic Medium page. I have so many cool events. I have spirit guide coaching. I have online angel party reading for only $30, the 31st. I have Meet Your Spirit Guides coming up the 14th of September. That is completely life-changing. I have full moon readings happening on the 18th. They're short readings, but they're super cheap. And we're going to do like a little full moon ceremony. So I have so much fun stuff going on. I have a mindset mastermind with an amazing group of women where I offer one-on-one or just the mastermind coaching if you guys want to transform your lives. I have Awakening Your Intuition if you want to learn to do psychic readings or just learn to trust your intuition. I have something for all of you if you guys are interested. Just check the pinned parts of my page, okay? Let's see here. Hi, Tammy Finch. Thank you. Welcome. Let's see. Paul LArkin is my first ever psychic. She's always right. Thank you. Well, thank you, Paul. It's spirit. Spirit is always right. And it's just a matter of, can we interpret or not? I try. I'm working on getting better and better and better. I'll never get to where I want to in this lifetime, but I'm working on it. Thank you for your faith in me. That's very kind, Paul. Okay. Oh, gosh. Are you gone, Haley? Are you not here anymore? Shoot. All right. Well, let's see. I'm not going to do Haley then, because sometimes people ask for readings and then they don't want to wait. And so then they pop off, and I would do readings, and then they'd never come back and watch the replay, because a lot of people don't think replays are cool, but replays are awesome. I usually listen over and over and over to broadcasts. But so I just ask now if the people are here, because I'm not going to waste time reading for someone if they're never going to see that I read for them. So I guess Haley popped off. Let's see. Hafsa, are you there? Are you there, Hafsa? Let me know. Let's see here. All right. I'm just going to scroll around it, guys, and again, just asking who's there. All right. All right. I'll undo Haley and Hafsa. Let's see if Hafsa's there. Yes, she is. Awesome. All right, let's get back up to you then. Sorry, I just unstarred you. Like I said, guys, since some people, if they don't get a reading right away, they just pop off and then they miss out. Because I see readers reading for people all the time who aren't even on their lives anymore. And I used to be one of them. So I'm like, not anymore, not doing that. Okay. So let's see. Hafsa, is there something specific that you want to know about? Are you wanting to know about what pops up energetically for you is I'm gonna pull this. I see traveling. I see somewhere like warm and exotic. It looks like sunny and beachy. I see shifts in money and finances, and possibly shifts in career. Maybe not necessarily who you're working for, but what it is you're doing. Let me know if that resonates with you, because I see all that in your energy field right now. And I actually see things moving very quickly for you. I'm not sure if that's typical, that things move quickly for you, but I'm seeing things happening really swiftly. Let's see. Definitely needed all of it. Okay. Well, oh my. Yeah, I'm seeing all those things pop in right away. Have you been, because, so guys, I want to say this. I've been a mindset and manifesting coach for 15 years. 15 years. And I want to say this for you, Hafsa, and hopefully everyone else who's listening will pick up on this as well. I love how the cards match up to the readings. When we're manifesting, we don't have to make anything happen. It is the trying to make things happen. Excuse me. It is the trying to make things happen that block them from happening, because it is that effort of trying that gets in the way. It is when we are joyful and lighthearted. It is when we are feeling the way we would if we already were experiencing what we wanted. But we have to stop thinking about it in terms of what I want, like it's out there. Okay, because we have to get out of our comfort zone, right? And you're already doing something well with this, Hafsa, because I see all this swooping in quickly. But it's very important that you understand, and you're in a good window and phase, Hafsa, where you are allowing energetically, or you're going to be very shortly, because it's about allowing. The Art of Allowing by Abraham Hicks, that's no joke. It's about allowing. If we just get out of our own way, everything's already happening for us. It's already happening. But as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, we really have to become who and what we want to experience, right? It's not about getting it. It's about who and what we want to experience. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, Hafsa, the first card that I pulled for you was change in direction. So I see a change in direction happening for you really quickly. So I don't know if you're looking for a change in direction, or if it's just going to fall into your lap. But what I see it happening very easily. I see this happening very quickly and easily. Okay. And what that tells me, after being a manifestation coach for 15 years, what that tells me is that you are, if not right now, slipping into a state of allowing. Okay. You're learning to allow, whether that means you're more lighthearted when we're serious and we're monitoring when it's going to happen and we're measuring the time, doesn't work so well. But when we are trusting it's happening, when we're living as though it has already happened, when we live with ease and grace and we become more present, then these things happen quickly. And I see this shift of direction happening quickly. I see you actually being surprised as to who, what, and when it is. So that's really good, because when miracles happen for us, when manifesting is easy and effortless, which is what I teach my clients, then we're allowing, and it happens for us, and we don't have to do anything except the being and then following our intuition. Okay. Let's see. Yes, definitely. I just got out of a toxic relationship and I decided to make instant changes. I'm determined. Yes. Awesome. That's perfect. Yes. Um, that's very good. And I do see also being a part of this change in direction. Okay. The thing is that I see that you're going to need to spend some time alone without an intimate relationship. Okay. And you're going to love it. During this time, you're going to have a change in direction. You're going to improve your money in abundance. You're going to improve your lifestyle. You're going to create more joy. You're going to have fun getting to know people and mingling and having fun with friends and just enjoying life. The more you enjoy life, the easier your life will get. The more abundance comes your way, the easier things are. Okay. So the more you make things a struggle, like, oh, I got to work hard for this. The more you think that way, the harder life's going to be. Okay. So I see this change in direction very quick. This indicates the choices that you made already. Okay. And good. Okay, good. Yes, don't. I don't see that. But I do see you traveling. I do see you enjoying work in a new way. Like I said, whether you're either switching jobs or switching positions in a job, I see a whole new change in direction there. The release and surrender card came up. That is super, super important because that is what Eckhart Tolle teaches, that I also teach my coaching clients. Okay. That is let go of the outcome. So enjoy what you're going to be experiencing, enjoy the process, have your vision, but let go of the outcome because the universe will put it together much better than you can. Okay. And then I see there the last card that popped up was Shower of Abundance. I swear, guys, I started reading for you before I picked these cards, and this is what comes out. Okay. The Shower of Abundance, it does not just mean money. Money and finances are underneath the umbrella of abundance. So abundance really comes from joy, peace, satisfaction, contentment, all those good emotions that are the reason you want money in abundance, right? But actually it comes in the reverse. The money in abundance comes when you have that sense of peace and joy and security underneath. Okay. So that's what I got. Now, here's what I recommend for you, and you do not have to do this through me. I'm just going to tell you what I recommend sincerely, okay? And I can say this because I've almost gone broke trying to help people. So this is sincere advice for you, okay? Don't try too hard, okay? Um Great cards, aren't they? I love it. The other thing is if you would uh Marius, I'm so glad this helped you. If you or anyone on here would like a free 20 free minute discovery call, it is absolutely free. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. It is a free discovery call. Okay. It is only 20 minutes. What I do is I give you a spiritual, metaphysical, and mindset evaluation of your current situation and what you want to change and manifest. Okay. At that point, because I don't want to work with everybody, I can recommend what types of things I think you need to do next and give you a plan for moving forward. That may involve colleagues or programs or books or things that I know will help and assist you. It may involve me sharing with you what I have to offer that can help you as far as my mindset mastermind or awakening your intuition program. But regardless, that call is free. If I were you, I would uh, and you want to make sure that you are continuing this. The path you're on right now is great, Hafsa. It's awesome. Okay, that means you don't let yourself get in the way, and you want to make sure that it's not just the motivation of the breakup that is. It is the right thing. Now, uh, awesome to do so many of these since they're free, I can only do that's out today. So I had to use my. I want to say that Hafsa, thank you for your energy. It inspired me. And yeah, let's see. And I also wanted to say, I know it's glitching, Mario. I know, or Marius, I'm aware of that. So I'm going to try to get off here before it does it again. Marius, I want to say, you said, I'm seeking my desires and I'm living in gratitude with joy. Thank you. Very true indeed. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm going to have a gratitude challenge coming up in September. I want you guys to see the power of gratitude, the way that my coaching clients learned the magic of gratitude, guys. Gratitude brings abundance and it creates miracles. So I'm going to have this free gratitude challenge. So my Powerful Choices Awareness Network page is my coaching page, and then the Psychic Medium page is here, but I'm going to pin it to the top of both if you guys want to join me for that free event, okay? All right, Susie and I will be back next Monday for more Angels in Action at 4 o'clock. I'm on Veronica Jenkins' group. I have free lives all week. And don't forget, if you guys want a free discovery call, private message me and check my pinned posts for all my upcoming readings and events. You guys can join for low cost, okay? Let's see here. I love this. Thank you very much for the positive reading and motivation. You motivated me today, Hafsa. Thank you. You don't know how uplifting, how this uplifted me now. Awesome. Yes, I love it. You're welcome, Lisa Joe. All right, guys. I'll see you later. See you next Monday, and hopefully I'll see you before then. Bye-bye.